Hi, I'm Wayne Allyn for RootForAmerica.com. Liberals are so obsessed with Donald Trump, but maybe they should start looking in the mirror. The problem is they won't like what they see. Donald Trump isn't hurting you. You're hurting and killing yourselves. You're your own worst enemies. You can never admit that, so you focus all of your anger, bitterness, frustration, and humiliation on President Trump. Take the economy. Liberals refuse to admit the economy was horrible under Obama. They refuse to face facts. Obama spent the most taxpayer money ever. He created the most debt ever. He presided over the most people on welfare, food stamps, and disability ever. And he produced the worst economic growth ever. Obama's the only president to never produce a single year of 3% economic growth. That's since the founding of America in 1776. Even Herbert Hoover and FDR, in the depths of the Great Depression, managed one good year. Not Obama. Obama's economy was exactly like Jimmy Carter's economy. You can't get more proof positive than those 12 combined years of misery and malaise. Not only have we proved now that liberal ideas don't work, but we also can prove that conservative ideas do. Trump combined with Reagan are proof positive that conservative ideas work like a charm. Both Republican conservative presidents took miserable Carter and Obama economies and almost instantly turned them into booming, thriving, supercharged economies. Trump has just produced economic growth of 4.1%. And get this, the Fed's predicting in the neighborhood of 5% growth in the next quarter. Amazing. But that's just the start. Days ago, we found out inflation is low and jobless claims are the lowest in 48 years. Trump's economy has produced unemployment figures not seen since the 1970s. Keep in mind, all of these remarkable economic and job growth figures have happened while the Fed is raising interest rates and Trump conducts a massive trade war. Nothing slows down the Trump economic miracle. Yet liberals still can't admit they're wrong and their policies are a total disaster. Then there's life and death. Before we were talking about the economy, now life and death. 72 people were shot in Chicago last weekend, 13 killed. This is a black-on-black genocide on the streets of a 100% Democrat-controlled city. A city with the strictest gun control laws in the nation. This is what happens with liberals in control of inner cities like Chicago, Detroit, and Baltimore. These cities have been ruined. Life's a tragedy for the millions of poor people, almost all minorities, trapped in these cities. Things are so bad in Democrat-controlled Chicago, black leaders are begging the United Nations to send a foreign peacekeeping force to police the streets. Yet liberals still can't admit they're wrong and their policies are a total disaster. Take the fires in California. Once again, liberal policies are killing people and destroying quality of life. Liberals and the media foolishly blame climate change for massive fires. That's because they can't take the truth. They've caused this disaster with insane, extreme, radical environmental policies. Firemen are dying, citizens are dying, millions forced to evacuate, thousands of homes destroyed, all because liberals in California spent 10 times more last year on subsidies for electric cars than on dead tree clearing. And then there's the timing. California liberals claim the fires have grown more intense since 2012. Well, of course they have. That was the exact year Obama passed strict new environmental rules governing all of our national forests. Conservative activist Megan Barth recently said about those regulations, quote, Obama-era regulations produced excessive layers of bureaucracy that blocked proper forest management. Leftist politicians and judicial activists would rather let forests burn than let anyone thin out overgrown trees or let professional loggers harvest unusable timber left from beetle infestation or perhaps selectively cut timber. In other words, once again, liberals have failed miserably. It's called eco-terrorism. They've brought this nightmare upon themselves. Why do liberals keep hurting themselves? The answer is simple. They can't look in the mirror. They'll never learn from failure simply because they refuse to accept blame. As Saul Alinsky, the great communist organizer, taught them, never admit failure, always blame someone else. I'm Wayne Allyn for Root for America. God bless America, and God bless President Donald Trump.